Hello. Welcome to Gawita. Welcome to our recap of Impulse, an episode from the Sci-Fi anthology series, Dimension 404. This episode takes us on a thrilling and emotional journey into the world of gaming, nostalgia, and the dangers of tampering with memory. Buckle up as we break down everything that happens. Imagine a video game so powerful that it could transport you back into your own memories, letting you relive your happiest moments, your worst regrets, and everything in between. But what if playing the game came at a terrible price? Today, we're diving deep into Impulse, an episode from the Sci-Fi anthology series, Dimension 404. This mind-bending story explores nostalgia, obsession, and the terrifying consequences of altering memory. Stick around as we break down everything that happens. Our protagonist, Jess, is an introverted and socially awkward young woman who has always found comfort in video games and nostalgia. She spends most of her time playing retro games, reminiscing about her childhood, and avoiding the complexities of adult life. One night, she stumbles into a mysterious old arcade that she's never seen before. It looks abandoned, yet the lights inside flicker with life. Among the dusty machines, one game immediately catches her attention: a sleek, futuristic arcade cabinet called Impulse. The game has no labels, no instructions, and no history, just a single promise flashing on the screen: relive your past, reclaim your joy. Intrigued, Jess decides to play. She selects a childhood memory, her favorite: day spent with her younger sister at a theme park. As soon as she starts the game, Jess wakes up inside the memory. But this isn't like remembering something. It feels like actual time travel. She sees her younger self, smells the popcorn in the air, feels the warmth of the sun. It's all real. The moment is so perfect that she never wants to leave. Jess exits the game, but now she's hooked. She keeps coming back, playing different memories: her childhood home, old friendships, her first love. But then, things start going wrong. She begins forgetting small details in real life. Then entire conversations disappear from her mind. Eventually, she forgets what she was doing just moments ago. The arcade's old owner warns her to stop playing. He tells her the game is dangerous, but he never explains why. Jess doesn't listen. She's too obsessed with escaping reality. Jess makes a reckless decision. She selects the most painful memory of her life: the day her sister disappeared. She wants to understand what really happened. But as she enters the memory, something feels off. Suddenly, the memory changes. Jess sees events unfold differently from how she remembers them. Her sister vanishes in a way that she doesn't recall, as if the game is rewriting history. Then, Jess tries to exit the game, but she can't. She's trapped inside the memory, reliving it over and over. The game isn't just replaying her past, it's deleting and replacing it. Jess realizes the horrifying truth: if she dies in a memory, she might disappear completely in real life. She fights to escape, forcing herself to reject nostalgia and let go of the past. With one final push, she breaks free and wakes up in a panic. Jess runs home, breathing heavily, feeling disoriented. She looks around her apartment. Something feels wrong. She tries to call her sister, but there's no contact saved under her name. She searches for old photos, but her sister is not in any of them. Jess starts to panic. She looks through her own memories and realizes her sister never existed. Jess screams in horror. The game didn't just let her relive memories, it rewrote them permanently. Her past has been erased and altered, and now there's no way to fix it. Jess runs home, breathing heavily, feeling disoriented. She looks around her apartment. Something feels wrong. She tries to call her sister, but there's no contact saved under her name. She searches for old photos, but her sister is not in any of them. Jess starts to panic. She looks through her own memories and realizes her sister never existed. Jess screams in horror. The game didn't just let her relive memories, it rewrote them permanently. Her past has been erased and altered, and now there's no way to fix it. Our protagonist, Jess, is a socially awkward but passionate retro gaming enthusiast. She finds solace in the world of classic arcade games, where she can escape from the mundaneness of real life. One evening, she visits a dimly lit arcade, filled with old-school machines, and stumbles upon a mysterious game called Impulse. Unlike the other games, Impulse claims to be more than just entertainment. It offers players the ability to relive their past memories. Intrigued, Jess decides to give it a try. She selects a memory from her childhood, a moment of pure joy spent playing games with her sister. As she presses start, something incredible happens. She is fully transported into the past, experiencing the memory as if it were happening in real time. Jess is amazed by the game's realism. She can see, hear, and feel everything just as it was back then. The rush of nostalgia is overwhelming, and she quickly becomes addicted, playing Impulse over and over to relive her happiest memories. But soon, she starts noticing unsettling side effects. Each time she plays, she forgets small details about her present life, where she left her keys, what day it is, or even conversations she just had. The problem escalates when she realizes she's losing bigger pieces of her reality. Entire events, people, and places start slipping away from her mind. The arcade owner notices her obsession and warns her about the dangers of the game. But Jess, too consumed by her addiction, ignores the warning. Determined to push the limits of Impulse, Jess makes a dangerous choice. She decides to relive a painful memory, the day her sister disappeared. As she plays, the game malfunctions, and she becomes trapped inside the memory. Unlike her previous experiences, she can't exit this time. The scene starts warping, and she realizes the game isn't just showing memories, it's rewriting them. In a horrifying revelation, Jess discovers that if she dies within the memory, she may cease to exist in real life. She desperately fights to escape, struggling against her own mind, as the memory of her sister fades into obscurity. With one final effort, Jess forces herself out of the game, waking up in a panic back in the arcade. She gasps for air, trying to shake off the terrifying experience. But then she notices something chilling. She can't remember her sister at all. It's as if her sister never existed. Was the memory real? Or did Impulse erase a part of her past forever? The episode ends on an unsettling note, leaving us questioning, how much of our past should we hold on to, and at what cost? What really happened? When Jess wakes up from her altered memory, reality is no longer the same. The game wasn't just letting her relive her past, it was permanently erasing and rewriting it. This means Impulse isn't just an arcade game. It's a device capable of altering human memory and reshaping reality. 2. The big questions. Have others played the game and lost parts of their past as well? Did the arcade owner know that the game could rewrite memories? If her sister truly existed before, where did she go? 3. Possible interpretations. Impulse could be a mind control experiment, a device used to manipulate people's pasts and control their present. Jess may not have truly escaped. What if she's still trapped in a fabricated version of reality, where her sister never existed? 4. A darker alternate ending. Imagine if, while panicking at home, Jess meets someone else who also lost a loved one to the game. Or what if she starts seeing glitches, small hints that her sister was real, but now erased? Maybe there's a secret way to reverse the game's effects, but at a terrible cost. And that's the terrifying twist of Impulse. What started as a nostalgic trip into the past turned into a nightmare of lost identity and irreversible change. Jess thought she was simply revisiting her happiest moments, but in the end, she lost something far more precious, her very history.